Okay, game 3 versus Houston today. Very important game here for the Yankees. A must win. You're going to be at Yankee Stadium. You're down in the series. You got to get momentum. You got to get a rally going. And there are a couple of things I think the Yankees should do with their lineup today, with their bullpen, to increase their odds of winning. So let's get into these moves. First, I think the Yankees should have Oswald Cabrera in left field and Giancarlo Stanton DHing. Additionally, I don't think Matt Carpenter should be pinch hitting anymore. Carpenter just does not look good. In all of his at bats, he looks fooled, and we have to remember he hasn't seen Major League pitching since he returned from the injured list. He's probably still playing a little bit injured, so why are we sending him out there in big spots against some of the best pitchers in MLB? I just don't like that, and I think that it just doesn't make that much sense. So, those are the first things. Next, the big question. Oswald Peraza at shortstop or Isaiah Kiner-Falefa? Personally, I think you gotta put Peraza out there. He has been great at shortstop in the postseason. I mean, he's made amazing plays, charging the ball, aggressive to it, like he releases it quick, has a strong arm, and that's what we knew him for when he was a prospect. People would write about his great defense, and he has shown that. So I really like Peraza at shortstop. IKF is just not as good of a fielder. And I think Peraza has a little bit more upside with the bat. He hit 306 in the regular season, so only 18 games. But he is someone who can make contact, steal some bags, probably has more power than IKF because IKF has zero power. But they're still contact hitters. In my mind, you get the best defensive shortstop out there. You put Oswald Peraza at shortstop. Next move is Donaldson versus IKF at third base. This has been something a lot of fans have been talking about. Because if you remember, IKF has won a gold glove, but he did not win that at shortstop. He won it when he was a third baseman. So a lot of fans are saying, well, why not have IKF play third? I mean, Donaldson has not looked good this postseason. Maybe IKF can hit better? Personally, I think you go with Donaldson for this game, mainly because of the pitcher that Houston has going, Christian Javier. Now, in my mind, Donaldson is a guess hitter, or in my opinion. He looks as if he's sitting curveball or he's sitting fastball, and if he gets that pitch, he can crush it and do some damage. If he guesses wrong, though, he looks silly. And Christian Javier is kind of the perfect guy to be a guess hitter on because he throws his fastball about 60% of the time, the slider about 27% of the time, the the curveball a little bit less than 10%, and the changeup around 5%. So you really are just sitting fastball or slider if you're Donaldson. That works well for him because Donaldson hits his best off of fastballs and sliders. He hits his worst off of off-speed pitches. So you have someone who throws off-speed pitches less than 5% of the time. Makes more sense to put Donaldson out there. Because IKF also hits his worst against breaking pitches. So I think that you put out Donaldson against Christian Javier. Now, tomorrow, Lance McCullers Jr. is going for Houston. He's someone who throws a lot of different pitches. Then I think you maybe put out IKF if Donaldson has a bad game, because it's a lot harder to guess what someone's throwing if they throw 5 to 6 pitches. Next, I think the Yankees just have to be aggressive with the bullpen. If the Yankees lose the next 2 games, they're out. Boone needs to be aggressive with the pen. We have Garrett Cole going tomorrow. Garrett Cole normally gets either shelled in the first inning or does really well right about until the 6th or the 7th where he walks some guys and then gives up a big homer. I think you have to be very aggressive. If Cole's not looking good in the first inning, get him out of there. If it's the 6th inning and he walks the first guy, maybe go to the bullpen. That's my opinion there because we've seen what happens when you leave him in for too long. It's a big risk there. So to summarize, put Oswald Peraza in left field. Have Stanton DH. Don't give Carpenter pinch hit opportunities. Have Oswald Peraza at shortstop. Josh Donaldson at third for today. If he does bad, maybe put IKF there the next game. This is a must-win game. You have Garrett Cole on the mound at Yankee Stadium. You just came off of an off day. It's time to get the momentum going, and it's time for the Yankees to win.